Hello, my dear students. Once again, I, Dr. Shikha Jyoti, welcome you all in Social Studies class. Children, have you realized that when we go to the market to purchase things, we find a wide variety of goods and services available on the shops, especially latest models of cameras, mobile phones, televisions, cars, etc. In fact, our markets have transformed and expanded a lot in last 2 decades. Have you thought that what are the factors responsible for these changes and how changes are affecting life of the people? Today, I am going to discuss chapter 4 of class 10th economics book. Name of the chapter is Globalization and Indian Economy. In this chapter, we will focus on these topics. What is globalization? Factors which enable globalization. How is production done across the countries? Foreign trade. Liberalization of foreign trade. World Trade Organization. Impact of globalization on India and fair globalization. Let us first understand what is globalization. Globalization means integration between countries through foreign trade and foreign investments by multinational corporations. Multinational corporations play a major role in the process of globalization. It has opened the possibility of exchanging goods, services, investments, and technology. Let us see the factors which has enabled globalization. Improvement in technology has been one major factor that has made globalization faster. In past 50 years, there has been several improvements in transportation technology. This has made delivery of goods much faster and possible across long distances at lower cost. Information and communication technology has played a major role in spreading out production of services across countries. In recent times, technology in the areas of telecommunication, computers, internet is changing rapidly. Telegraph, telecommunication, telephone, mobile phone, and fax are used to contact one another around the world to access information instantly and to communicate from remote areas. Internet also allows us to send instant electronic mail and talk across the world at negligible costs. Trade has been the main channel connecting distant countries. This was before multinational corporations emerged on scene. A multinational corporation is a company that owns and controls production in more than 2 countries. MNCs set up production where it is close to the market, where there are skilled and unskilled laborers available at low cost. Having assured of all these conditions, they set up factories and offices for production. They spend money on purchasing land, buildings, machines, and other equipments, and this is called investment. Investment made by multinational company is called foreign investment. These multinational companies can set up production jointly with the local companies also, of different countries. Now let us see and study about foreign trade and how it integrates market in the world. Basic function of foreign trade is to create an opportunity for producers to reach beyond domestic markets. Means producers can sell their products not only in their country but also they can compete in markets which are located in other countries also. Goods travel from one market to another. Choices of the goods have also increased. Prices of similar goods in two markets are somewhat equal. Producers in two countries now can closely compete with each other. So foreign trade has resulted in connecting markets, or we can say for integration of markets in different countries. Let us see the liberalization of foreign trade. First, we should see what is liberalization. Removing barrier or restrictions set up by government is what called liberalization. With the liberalization of trade, businesses are allowed to take their decisions freely, what they wish to import and what they want to export. Government imposes very less restriction than before and is therefore said to be liberal. Let us know about World Trade Organization. There are some very powerful organizations in the world which say that there should not be barriers. Trade between countries should be free. All countries in the world should liberalize their policies. World Trade Organization is one such organization. Its aim is to liberalize international trade, and it also sees that these rules are followed. WTO established rules regarding international trade. Though WTO allows free trade for all, it is found that developed countries unfairly retain trade barriers. WTO has forced developing countries to remove trade barriers. Today, nearly 164 countries of the world are members of World Trade Organization. Now let us see the impact of globalization. There are many impacts of globalization. It has improved productivity and efficiency of Indian companies. Growth rate of Indian economy has gone up with the increase of investment and foreign technology. Consumer can now enjoy wider range of products and their living standard has improved. There has been increase in investment and foreign trade. Multinational companies have increased their investment in India over past 20 years. In many industries like cell phones, automobiles, electronics, soft drinks, new job opportunities have been created. Globalization brings threat to small local producers and workers. In some industries like plastic toys, tires, vegetable oils, small manufacturers have been hit hard due to the competition. The question is how to make globalization fair. Fair globalization would create opportunities for all and also ensure that the benefits of globalization are shared better. The government can play a major role in making this possible. Its policies must protect the internet interest not only of the rich and powerful, but all people in the country. If necessary, government can use trade and investment barriers. They can negotiate with World Trade Organization for fairer rules. Fair globalization would create opportunity for all and also ensure benefits of globalization are shared better. Thank you.